number to 3. Here's a drive, right center field. High and deep to right center. Number 400 for Nelson Cruz. Against the Twins, number 400.
It actually boggles my mind that Nelson Cruz once upon a time thought that he needed steroids to hit home runs, because he just joined Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron, the two best power hitters of all time, as the only players that were 39 years and older to have 40 home runs in a single season. So Nelson Cruz, what were you thinking back in the day? What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I am sorry if my voice sounds like I am dying. I promise you I'm not. It's just I was screaming a lot at Post Malone last night at Life is Beautiful, so my vocal cords, they're hurting just a little bit, so I'm not going to do as much talking today, but you guys wanted to see my beautiful face, so here it is. Just kidding, it's not beautiful, but we have a lot to cover today. Kris Bryant and the Cubs, his ankle injury did look pretty bad, so we're going to talk about that. Also, we have to talk about the National League wildcard race as well as the American League wildcard race, because guys, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, who's ever watching right now, even your pets, if they're watching, awesome. The more the merrier. The wildcard race is going to be crazy, and we're going to talk about it right now. This first clip is going to be brought to you by SeatGeek. If you're going to any sporting events, baseball, football, basketball, or even concerts, use code FUZZY to save $20 off, because the San Diego Padres, when they hit a walk-off, their home ballpark is so beautiful that I'm sure being there for a walk-off must be so much fun. They have a player, I can't say his name. His name is Seth Mejias Brin. He hit a walk-off, so we're going to go ahead and show that right now. Congrats, man.
Mejias Brin, the deep left field. Back goes Rojas. It's back. It's gone. And a walk-off win for the Friars. Padres, who trailed 4-0 at one point in this game, get a walk-off, 2-run home run for Seth Mejias Brin.
The Washington Nationals have not been playing good baseball as of late. I'm actually worried because their starting rotation is really good. Their offense is really good. But just like yesterday, their bullpen continues to implode. So now they're neck and neck for first place in the wild card spot. So who's going to come in first? Who's going to come in second? Who's going to just miss out, whether it's the Cubs or the Mets or the Phillies? I am so excited to see who's going to make the playoffs and eventually win the NL wild card.
3-1. Dean gets into one deep left center. Going back, Soto at the wall. Goodbye. Austin Dean stays hot. Birdie. That one hit well. And not going to get there. Adamite will have to play it off. Sierra rounding third. Throw from Dozier. Not in time.
On Orlando Arcia. Sends one to left center and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone!
First pitch of the bottom of the fourth. A swing and a high drive. Deep right center. 2-0 Brewers.
The Pirates. And a swing and a miss. And the ball game is...
I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below before we move on to our next topic, who is going to win the National Wild Card, or actually let's make it a little bit more easy. Who is going to come in first place and who is going to come in second place, and then once we actually figure that out, go ahead and predict who's going to win the NL Wild Card. Next up, we're going to talk about two American League teams that are going for a wild card spot. We have the Rays and the Indians. Luckily, the Indians, we were able to smash the Phillies yesterday, so we won by a score of 10-1, and then the Rays, they should have lost, honestly, every single game against the Red Sox, but the Red Sox bullpen, just like the Nationals, it sucks. But yesterday, the Red Sox, they finally won. They beat the Rays. The Indians beat the Phillies. So they are now tied neck and neck for second place behind the A's. The wild card races are stupid this year.
Vasquez about to dig in. A high fly ball, deep left field. He launched this baby. That's way back into those stands. And that's a 3-run homer. And what a hurt the Red Sox put on Tampa Bay right away out in the fourth. Broken bat, got him on the line drive and got a double plays. And played.
Swung on, ground ball to short. Lindor to the back for one. Freeman to first.
The mess. Oh, but he's not going to get out of that pitch.
The walk. Drives one toward the gap in right center. A swing and a high fly ball. Deep right field. Harper's back. Track. Wall. Gone.
George Springer, yeah, so George Springer, that is 3 syllables. So yesterday, George Springer had 1 home run for every single syllable in his name. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I mean, the Astros, they clinched the division yesterday. They're one of the best teams, if not the best and most complete team in all of Major League Baseball. So we're going to go ahead and roll that right now. George Springer with a 3 home run day in the first 4 innings. I mean, this dude could have had 6 by the end of the day. Fortunately, it didn't happen, though.
And he drives one.
Springer drives one deep to left field.
Springer.
That ball's drilled. Give him 3. George Springer, a line drive home run.
West.
That ball's popped up. Foul territory, and the Astros have won the American.
Do you guys remember when the Astros were the worst team in baseball? I mean, if you don't, I do. I remember when they were part of the National League, and even from 2011 to 2013, they had a combined record of over 300 losses, and now in one single season this year, or actually back-to-back seasons, they have over 100 wins. So, because they completely turned their ball club around, they were awful, and now they're the best team in baseball. All right, guys, so you saw the intro clip of Nelson Cruz hitting his 400th home run. We're going to talk more about that Twins game in just a second, because first off, we're going to bring up the Yankees, because the Yankees and the Twins, they're trying to compete for the first team in Major League Baseball history to have 300 home runs. So we're going to go ahead and roll the Yankees game, then the rest of the Twins game, and then we'll talk about it.
Driven in. Swung on and drilled to deep left center field. Back goes McKinney. That ball is gone.
Aaron behind 3-1.
Drill deep to right field. Going back McKinney.
DJ LeMahieu.
And he lines one to deep right. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Was in the first. Swing and a miss. Blistering fastball.
And the pitch, a swing, a high fly ball. Left center field and deep. Merrifield going back. On the track. Hit the wall. It's gone.
Opening inning.
Another blast to left center field. Headed toward the bullpen. Gone!
4, and the pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3, ball game over.
So with those two games, the Yankees now have 298 home runs, so they are 2 home runs away from the 300 home run club. And then the Twins, they have 297, so they're only 1 home run shy of the Yankees. Who's going to be the home run champion? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, guys, so we're going to talk about the Cubs game now, because not only did they lose the game, they might have lost their best player, Kris Bryant. I'm going to go ahead and show it right now. When I first saw this, I actually had to look away because it really just made my body tense up. The x-rays were negative, so I do want to let you guys know that he might end up being like Anthony Rizzo. It looks awful, but then Anthony Rizzo comes back. He's a pinch hitter. He hits a home run, so I'm hoping the same thing for Kris Bryant, although the Cubs, they're like 4.5 games back. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I don't know why Joe Madden left Yu Darvish in to the 9th inning, although the Cubs bullpen isn't very good, so that's probably why. All right, guys, so the final 2 games I want to talk about before I send you off to the rest of the highlights, and also there will be a This Day in History, so make sure you guys stick around until the end. The Dodgers, they had a home run from Hyun-Jin Ryu, their pitcher. Also, Cody Bellinger might be breaking out of his 3-month-long slump. He's still being productive, but his batting average has really dipped since the first 2 months of the season. He had a grand slam. Ryu contributed with the home run. Also, the Mets, they're trying to save their dignity. They had a win yesterday as well. So if you missed those games, I got you.
High fly ball to center field and deep. Back goes Hampson at the wall. It's happened! It's happened!
Bellinger with a fly ball to right. Well hit on its way, and a grand slam home run.
Here's the 2-0. Fastball hit deep to right field. This is going to be 31 frickin' 40 way back into the right field. For the first time.
And JD hits one out deep to right. Back goes Aquino to the wall. It's out of here. Iglesias hits one down to Alonso. Waiting for Lugo. Now he can't wait, and he dives for the bag.
All right, guys, well, if I've not talked about your team, I'm going to go ahead and roll the rest of the highlights right now. It's because my vocal cords, they're very, very sore right now, so I don't want to talk for the next 15 minutes and really injure them. So by tomorrow, I should be okay, but we're going to roll the rest of the games. Remember to use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off. I love you guys so much. Your support has been amazing. So at this point, there's nothing left to say. You guys are the best. Enjoy the highlights as well as this day in baseball history. See you tomorrow.
For the Orioles this year. Davis in the air, right field. That ball's back at the wall. Hey, goodbye, home run. Chris Davis. Maybe it's the last one at home. Maybe it isn't. But that baby's out of here, and the fans are up, and the Orioles lead it.
Hilario hammered to right. That is blasted, and that ball is gone. We're tied. For Gordon Beckham. He ropes one to left. Castro rips one to left. That ball is gone. That's his first major league homer.
Games in his home park. So
His first pitch hammered out to center field. That one carrying very deep and gone.
There's the pitch, and Calhoun blasts one to deep right field. Going back is Grossman, and that ball is history. Willie Calhoun.
First inning. He might have another one. There's a drive, deep right field. Well struck ball by Calhoun. It's way out.
Longoria drives one to right field. And this time Joyce can't get it. And Slater, who had stopped, is going to be waved in. They got to play. It's not in time. Line drive center field. And that's going to be a base hit. Longoria comes through again.
A little bit right now. He's running.
Ichiro, number 40. Jose Canseco, the first man ever in big league history to do it. And now he's asking the umpire if he can take that second base bag.
And there's number 200. No doubt about it. 2 hard hit balls today by Ichiro. 10 consecutive years of 200 or more hits. Nobody's done that